This is episode 10 in a 15-part series of the building of a double neck guitar by Cochise Guitars. And in this episode, we're going to finish the body work. Last episode, we sanded the acrylic finish flat, and you can see it's a very, very flat, consistent color and texture right now. And what I'm doing is I'm going in with first with a cone polisher. And we're going to start off with 3 different grits of compound material. We're going to polish out the paint job on this guitar. I like to start on the edges, and you have to be very, very careful when you're doing that. Make sure you use the right pad, because the edges are the parts of the body of the guitar where the least amount of paint is. And you could easily use too much pressure or use the wrong pad, and you could polish right through the finish back down to the primer coat. And I hate to say it, but I've done that before, and you have to start all over, and it's a mess. But I always do the edges first. And once I have the edges polished, we're going to move into the main part of the body. So I'm using a small polishing pad to do the detail work on the edges, and using a waffle pad, and in conjunction with the foam cone, and that'll finish up the edges. Now I'm using an orbital sander with the polishing pad on it, another foam pad, and we're going to start off with a high grit compound. I've already done the other side, the front of the guitar body, so now you're looking at the back of the body, and this is the second compound that we're putting onto the body. And as you can see, it's a process to where you want to kind of check your work as you go to make sure you're not leaving any marks or anything that needs to be polished out is left behind, because as we go to a higher grit, a finer grit compound, if you left a mark there, the finer grit's not going to take it out. So you got to make sure in each step you know exactly what you're doing if you want the kind of finish that you can really be proud of. So now we've got all of the compound in there, and you can kind of see where the finish is coming back to life. It's looking a little bit brighter than it was before. So we're going to take it to the next step with a very, very, very fine compounding material. And we have to move in certain patterns to make sure that we do like a crosshatch pattern to make sure that we don't stay in one place too long. If you heat that paint up, you're going to have a lot of problems. The stuff is basically plastic, and it'll melt, and you'll have a run in it, and it'll just be a mess. So you got to keep it moving, keep your pad lubricated. And I wish I could tell you, you do this for this much time, you do this for that. It's just a feel that you get over the years of doing it so many times. You have kind of get a feel for it. And but it's very important that you do it the right way to bring your finish back to life. So as you can see here, we still have a lot of haze on it, and it's got a little bit more work to be done. And to do it, we're going to use this microfiber pad and a buffer. We're going to buff out the remaining polish. And here we go. As you can see, the luster, the brightness of the paint, the shine, the depth, it's all coming to life right now as we use this microfiber pad on the buffer. And when we complete the process, you'll have a very, very shiny, high gloss finish that'll last for years and years. Hey, make sure you check out episode 11. We have some very interesting things to show you right here at Cochise Guitars.